Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me here today. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Trish, and we are going to be talking about the Merit Flush Balms and their new colors that they have just released. And these Flush Balms are probably my favorite cream blush. I also really love the Say blushes, but those are a liquid blush. So when it comes to cream blushes, I'm pretty sure that these Merit blushes are my favorite. And these new colors are absolutely beautiful. A few weeks ago, they sent me this little collection, which is absolutely adorable, but unfortunately it is already sold out. I can't believe how quickly this collection sold out. They are calling it their Bonbons collection. But the good thing is each of these are available individually in the full size. So luckily, all of these colors are a part of the permanent collection. And I will say too, that the color Bespoke, which I thought was limited edition, is now a part of the permanent collection. So when I talked about this color Bespoke as a favorite of mine from 2024, in that video, I mentioned that I thought it was limited edition and was no longer available. But I'm so happy to say that this color, which was definitely my favorite from 2024 when it came to blushes, I am so happy to report to you that this is a part of the permanent collection as well. So I'm going to talk about all of these colors. I'm going to swatch all of these colors, including Bespoke and Terracotta. So Terracotta I have in the old packaging, and I haven't been talking about it much over the last couple of years because they discontinued it for a while, but I'm also happy to report that they have brought Terracotta back. So what I'm going to do is swatch all of these colors for you, and then I'm going to put, I think, most of them on my skin. We'll see how many of these I can fit on my face. But before we do that, let's just do a quick overview when it comes to these Flush Balms, just in case you're not familiar with this cheat color. So they are vegan, they are cruelty-free, and they are fragrance-free. They do have very fine micro pigments in them. So this microfine pigment powder provides a touch of color without covering up your natural skin texture. They are lightweight, they are buildable, and they give you a long-lasting glow. There are no acne triggering ingredients in here, and they are multi-use, so you can use them all over your face. I do love to put these on my lips as well. I don't think I've ever used them directly on my eyes. I do love to apply them with a brush though, like every once in a while, especially when I'm using Terracotta. If I'm using that all over my face with a brush, I will swipe a little bit of it on my brow because I like that monochromatic look. But anyway, I do love using these on my lips as well. So I was happy to see that when I was refamiliarizing myself with this particular product, to see that it is multi-use, because I have gotten that question before in the past if it's okay to use these on your lips. So happy to see that. So first off, you'll see here that I'm swatching Archival. And Archival is a part of their Classic Pink collection. And this is a cool mauve, really, really pretty. And then next up is Postmodern, and this is a part of their Neutrals, which is a deep pink brown. And then I'm going to be swatching Lucitano, and Lucitano is a soft peach, and this is a part of their Pops collection. And then we've got Bonbon, and this is a bright pink color, really, really pretty as well. And then we're gonna move on to Bespoke, my #1 favorite, which is a medium pink brown. And then this is a part of their Neutrals. And then I'm going to show you Terracotta. This is the last one. Not necessarily new, but a reintroduction to their collection. And they call this a warm cream, and this is a part of their Neutrals. And then just alongside here, I'm going to show you a still of all of those colors so that you can, maybe pause the screen here so that you can take a close-up of all of these swatches. And I've got them labeled so that you can just take a real close look at them if you would like to. And then I'm also going to show you here what they look like blended out. So it looks a little funny on my arm. It looks like maybe I broke out into some kind of a rash, but a very, very beautiful rash because the colors are just so pretty and they do blend out really beautifully. And I love all of these colors. I think they're all really, really pretty. And there's something here for everybody in terms of skin tones and types of colors you most enjoy, if you like the pops of color or if you tend to like the more neutral colors. And I will show you what I have on my skin today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these on my face right now. So let's start with Archival. And like I said, Archival is the cool mauve. So this is Archival. And I do already have Archival on my face today. So I put this on my cheekbones. So that's Archival on my cheekbones. And I'm just gonna tap it out a little bit. I don't like to blend it too much because they do shear out pretty quickly. And I want you to see what the color looks like. So that's Archival on my cheekbones. And then what I did is I used Postmodern on the apples of my cheeks. So Postmodern, let's see, Postmodern is the deep pink brown, but I'm not really getting a lot of brown from Postmodern. To me, it kind of, on my skin, it turns into more of a berry pink. I'll put a little bit on the top of my nose. So that's Postmodern and Archival together. So I feel like it's really, really pretty. And typically I use my fingers to blend it out. So I'm going to blend it out a little bit more so that you can see Lucitano and Le Bonbon. And I love that name, Le Bonbon, because my mom's name was Bonnie and her nickname was Bonbon. So Le Bonbon. And she also loved pink. She really loved to wear bright pink lipstick. So Le Bonbon kind of has a special place in my heart. So let's move on to Lucitano. So let me get the cap off here. This is Lucitano. And let's see, I think maybe I'll put Lucitano, or should I put Lucitano? All right, I'm gonna put Lucitano on top of Archival. So Lucitano is the peachy color. Let's see, they call it soft peach. And I'm just gonna blend this with my finger. And that is really, really pretty. So this is Lucitano. Such a pretty peachy color. And I intentionally blended away Archival. So if you're kind of curious about Archival, just kind of go back to the video when I just applied Archival with the brush to refamiliarize yourself with how Archival looked on my skin, or go back to those stills of those swatches. But because Lucitano has taken over Archival. But wow, that is really pretty. I don't think I've put Lucitano on my face yet, but yeah, that's really pretty. I've really gotten into peachy blush over the last, I would say, year. And I feel like that's really pretty. All right, so that's Lucitano. And then this is Le Bonbon in honor of my mom, who died a year ago. So we'll put this one on for my mom. So this is the bright pink. And yeah, that is really bright. And I've got a mirror down here. Wow, this is super bright. I'm gonna use the brush to blend this one out a little bit more. But it's so pretty. This is really pretty. This reminds me of one from Westman Atelier, Papette. This reminds me of Papette that I actually never reached for because the Westman Atelier is a little more pigmented, a little more creamy than the Merit blushes. So I love Papette. Like in theory, I love that color, but I feel like Le Bonbon is gonna be more wearable for me because it is shearing out to be more in my wheelhouse, more so than Poppet. And right now on my lips, I just have on a bikini from Victoria Beckham. So I think what I might do is blot that a little bit. I've got a towel right here. I'm just gonna blot that a little bit and put a little bit of a little Bonbon on my lips in honor of my mom, who loved to wear pink, bright pink lipstick, and I really don't. I'm just gonna see how that looks on my lips. So that's the Bonbon on my cheeks, my apples of my cheeks, and on my lips. So yeah, I guess I can rock a little bit of a bright pink lip and bright pink blush on the apples of my cheeks. So very wearable, very, very wearable, I think, for those of us who tend to shy away from bright, bright colors. These, I think, are much more approachable for those of us who want to play in those pops of colors, but have maybe shied away from it. I think that this makes it, like I said, very approachable and very wearable. And if your skin is more melanated than mine is, go to the website because they do an amazing job with their models and their diversity and showing the colors on a variety of skin tones. They have a model with rich skin tone, and then they've got deep as well. So deep and rich are the darker skin tone models, and they don't show, what I found was very interesting is they don't show every single color on the darkest skin toned model, which I think it speaks to the fact that Merit isn't trying to sell every single color to every single skin tone. So they're not trying to show, I don't think they put Lucitano on the darkest skin tone model, or maybe it's Stockholm. I don't think they show Stockholm, which is like a very light kind of baby pink color. They don't have that color on the darkest skin tone model, which I think is very respectful. So they're not trying to sell, like I said, they're not trying to sell every color to every single skin tone, because that color is just not going to work on somebody who has very deeply melanated skin. So anyway, go check out their website because you really can build up these colors. But like I said, they're not trying to sell every color to every single skin tone, which I think is very respectful and very practical. But moving on to Bespoke, I've showed you guys Bespoke several times and I just swatched it for you, so I don't necessarily want to put it on my face right now. I think I put it on my face on my best of 2024 video, but whatever video I'm applying this onto my skin, I will definitely link it up above so that you can check that one out. And then in terms of Terracotta, I guess I could go ahead and put a little bit on my forehead, like a bronzer, because I do actually tend to use this as a bronzer. I don't know, this poor brush has just been using every single color. I'm gonna try and wipe it clean a little bit, but I'll just like dab this on so that you can kind of see it in action as a bronzer. I just feel like Terracotta is really, really versatile in terms of being a bronzer, being a blusher. It is a color that I just reach for when I just need to liven up my face super fast. I don't want to think about what I'm going to be putting on my face. If I'm just like running errands, like I always say, running errands, going out to play tennis super fast, I don't want to look really made up. I don't want to think about it. I'm just going to put on something really quick on my face, a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of mascara, and then I'm out the door. Terracotta is what I reach for, and it's just such a beautiful color, and I have had this for so long. I use it all the time, and you can tell it's old because it's in the old packaging. It still smells like nothing. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't smell like anything. And the longevity of these products is just super, super impressive. So absolutely love Terracotta. I am so, so thrilled that they have brought this back. So I don't know as if this would work super great for really, really deep skin tones, but if you are fair to medium, I think this is just such a beautiful color and cannot recommend it highly enough. So hopefully you get a little bit of an idea of that livening up my skin up on my forehead here. Just really, really love Terracotta so much. So those are all the new colors. Just to show you again, this is Archival, This is Postmodern. This is Lucitano. This is Le Bonbon. This is Bespoke. And then here we have Terracotta. So those are the new colors and then the re-released Terracotta. So as you guys can tell, I love the Merit Flush Balm so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video of all these new colors. And if you did, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would do so, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.